welcome to this live taping of your favorite soap opera, Beaver Pines. My name is Darcy Malesi, and I play Beaver Pines matriarch Olivia Oil. Now, you may wonder why I'm here hosting today, and that's because our production assistant came down with another case of alcohol-induced amnesia. So, pardon any technical difficulties that may happen, but we're doing the best we can. Now, one thing you should know about our show is the fact that it's being filmed live means that your voices are going to be heard across the country. So it's really important that we hear you loud and clear so all the people at home can hear your lovely voices. So that's it. You're getting the feeling. All right. So what we're going to do is do some practice so we can get your voices warmed up. So if you're a watcher of Beaver Pines, you know that what happens all the time are shocking revelations. So let's hear at the count of 3 just how you would react in your loudest voice when you hear one such shocking revelation. 1, 2, 3.
No!
Awesome. Very good. You got it. Okay. Another thing that's very well known about Beaver Pines is all the love interests. So I want you to imagine that you're watching your 2 favorite characters declare their love for one another for the very first time. At the count of 3, what are we going to hear from you? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You're a great audience. Okay, last, and maybe most fun. Beaver Pines has no shortage of villains and evildoers. So imagine that one of those evildoers has done something completely dastardly. At the count of 3, how are you going to react? 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Boo.
Okay, let's hear that again. Really dastardly, okay? 1, 2, 3.
No.
Yeah! All right, very, very good. Excellent. All right, now, we are a soap opera, therefore, we film every single day, and we have lots and lots of lines to learn. And to be honest, sometimes we forget and we need a little help with our lines. So you may notice that some of the actors will come and pick up a piece of paper out of this bowl and read it. No worries, it's just us getting a little help on our lines. We'll be fine. All right, and now, without too much further ado, I have a couple of announcements. One is, and I'm going to need your help again, folks, our show, each and every one of our shows, is sponsored. So I know that some of you know who our sponsor is tonight. So I'd like you to shout out who is our sponsor here in this wonderful year 1960 of our show tonight. Let's hear it.
Salem Cigarettes.
What cigarettes?
Salem Cigarettes.
Salem Cigarettes. You are right. You must be an avid watcher. Yes. So a shout out to Salem Cigarettes, our sponsor for tonight. Now.
Tobacco.
Say that again? Tobacco? Yeah. Let's hear it for tobacco. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce our cast. Welcome, the people of Beaver Pines. Aren't they lovely? All right, let's start over here, and we'll have you give your character's name and a little soundbite about who you are.
Kent Hardly Reed, former pop star, local heartthrob.
Mayor Rutherford R.J. Johnson, 2-term mayor of Beaver Pines, a consummate politician.
Crystal Light, divorced, single mother, looking for love in all the wrong places. Beverly Vandergland, widow, owner of Beaver Pines gas station.
Jack, contraband dealer, gang member.
Rusty Connor, ex-con, 25 years for murder, Just want to be like.
Matthew, known as Matty, Jack's brother, the town homosexual.
Dr. Robert David Eastman, the doctor of Beaver Pines, and a damn good one.
Dottie Eastman, medicated housewife, and Emily, her twin sister.
Violet Black, grieving third-time widower, new to Beaver Pines, and despite what rumors say, I did not kill my late husband, Ronaldo.
Maurice Jackson, World War II veteran who's just recently discovered he has a split personality named Martin.
In our last episode, we were left wondering whether Violet was going to hop on a plane with Maurice's alter ego, Martin, the unhinged, strange character with a pilot's license. Let's find out.
So, you sure you know how to operate this thing?
Oh, yes, of course. Let me just get my piloting drink.
It's a very spacious plane.
Would you like one? It's schnapps.
Absolutely. Can we fly in this weather?
Absolutely. I specialize in thunder flying.
Thunder flying?
Yes. Now, what's a dame like you doing in a town like this?
Oh, so you haven't heard the rumors.
Of course not. I'm new to town. I just flew in last night.
Well, I'm still, if I'm being honest, you should know. I'm still grieving my late husband's death.
You don't say.
Ronaldo.
Is he dead, or just gone?
No, he's dead.
I am so sorry.
Thank you.
Now, let me put on your suit.
Oh. Oh, snug.
Yes.
Martin?
Martin? Who's Martin?
What do you mean, who's Martin? You're Martin.
No, I'm Maurice Jackson. What am I doing here? I was just at a bar drinking my sorrows away.
What?
Anyway, buckle up, baby. It's time to go.
Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe.
Too late.
Oh my gosh.
We're achieving 10,000 feet. 20,000 feet. 30,000 feet. Let me just set it on autopilot. You don't mind if I relax, do you? Violet, I gotta say, ever since I saw you in that restaurant bar, I had my eye on you. I think you and I are just the soul of a kind. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing. This is perfect.
You look distressed. Have I done something wrong? Is this not a perfect date? I am flying you around Beaver Pines.
It's, yeah,
Oops.
it's perfect. Can I get up and get another drink?
Oh, well, probably shouldn't get up, but you can certainly have mine.
Thank you.
Oh, you can't tell me that you don't trust me. This happens every time. You take a dame out on a plane in the middle of nowhere and they suddenly don't trust you.
Of course I trust you. Maybe we just should get to know each other a little bit more.
I agree.
You said you were new to town. What brought you here?
I am. I'm a pilot. What's happening?
You're a pilot!
Oh, I always forget not to smoke these around the gas station. Jack,
You know, what can you do? They're Salem's. They're irresistible.
I can't help myself.
Beverly,
Jack,
did you join the Communist Party?
can't believe you would ask me that. I knew you suspected something. I hired you to watch the gas station every night when I couldn't. What have you been doing? Going through my files?
Yeah, I have.
What did you find?
I've been finding a lot of Russian. At first, there was a manual for how to assemble a gas pump. It was actually in a lot of languages. But as I dug deeper, I found more and more evidence.
I can't help it. I had to reach out to other countries when we had to stop manufacturing the brand of gas pump I use. Only the Russians make it. And they make it cheap, Jack. Cheap. That's how I like it.
Beverly, I agreed to be your watchdog. Keep an eye on this place, but I can't be associated with that kind of thing. I have a reputation to uphold.
Oh, give me a break. A reputation. A reputation. A reputation as a bad boy. A roller. And you look bad to be seen around somebody who buys things from Russia?
Well, mostly because I deal my own contraband. If you wanted some illicit gasoline pumping materials, you could have asked me.
I never thought about that.
You don't know what I got under this jacket.
I'd be surprised if you could carry a pump around in there. But, say, Jack, I thought you only sold illicit drugs. You're telling me you can get hardware, machinery, big machines and things that need radiators and pumps?
Yeah, I can. But if I hear that you're dealing with the communists, then I don't think the rest of my gang, the rollers, are going to look so kindly on it.
Look, Jack, you've got a reputation, and so do I. I don't need you going around town and spreading rumors about me, saying things about Russians or communism or pink or red or anything like that. Do we understand each other?
How about you buy a few packs of Salem's, and I'll keep my mouth shut as long as I can.
I'll do that.
Mayor Rutherford,
Kent?
I suppose by now you've heard that Olive Oil is announcing her candidacy, that she's going to run against you.
I've heard, Kent. And I must tell you, I don't like it much. I don't like it much at all.
Well, Mayor, you have to admit you've somewhat lost track of the town. Why, you've got gang members and communists running amok.
Kent. Beaver Pines is a nice place. The nicest place. Anybody who doesn't think so is a damn communist.
Well, Mayor, I came by because I wanted you to hear it from me. Olive Oil has asked me to sing her new campaign song, to join her on the campaign trail. As you know, I'm a former one-hit wonder. Why, I used to be big. The name Kent Hartley Reed was on the top 40. But then, my record label dropped me. My hopes were dashed. I see this as a way to get back into the limelight. I mean, what better way to catch mass fame and appeal than to sing a song for a mayoral candidate of a local rural town?
Kent. Have you ever had a Salem cigarette? They're delicious.
Of course, Mr. Mayor.
Why, if you skip a meal and you have a Salem cigarette, it makes you feel like you just had a three-course with appetizers.
Everyone knows that.
But even Salem knows when it's time to start something new. Like these Salem brand cigarillas. Why? These are smooth and rolled with the finest Cuban tobacco.
With a fresh, crispy aroma.
That's right, Kent. You see, right now, you're like a pack of Salem cigarettes. Everybody's had those, and you're trying to hold on to that flavor. But I'm telling you, you can be a lot more, Kent. You can be a cigarillo.
I might be, if I can get a new hit. I'll do anything to get back into the good graces of the American public. That's why I'm joining Olive Oil's campaign, unless you have another proposition for me.
Why? Of course I do. Come here, Kent.
I've always looked up to you, Mr. Mayor. It's pained me to have to come by and break this news to you.
Well, I'm glad that you came on down to the office and they told it to me straight. You know what I think that you should do? I think maybe you should work for Miss Oil. And you should write her the best song you know how. A great song. And see, what we'll do is we'll just interlace it with a little subtext. Maybe we talk about holding hands and playing tambourines.
I don't know, you know, I've always had a very nice, wholesome image to the public.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You see, we're going to seed her campaign with a little bit of that hippie dust. A little bit of sneaky communism underneath. And there I'll go riding in Rutherford R.J. Johnson.
Mr. Mayor, I've
American mayor.
heard about this subliminal advertising.
That's right. If you play it backwards on the record player, it'll say, "Oil was a communist." I've got a man on it right now.
Well, what's in it for me?
Why? Would you like to be vice mayor?
Well, I suppose what I really want is to be famous again. I want another hit on the radio. Can you?
Of course I can.
You have a word with the local DJs?
I own the local radio station. You knew that. But I don't like to make it public. But
KPIN, I know.
why do you think all my ads get top billing? If you want to be on there, Mayor Rutherford R.J. Johnson's your ticket to fame, son.
You've got a deal.
So you see, that is my slightly vulnerable yet heartwarming story of my childhood and how I became the man that I am today. And I discovered that Violet Black, I love you.
So soon. I'm just glad we landed.
Yes, it was an abrupt one. The storm didn't help much, but that's kind of how I feel about you. See, I just feel that though I can't really reach the stars and grab them, I can always look to you. And you shine just as bright.
I haven't.
We landed! We landed! Oh, thank God we landed! What happened?
Maurice!
What?
Maurice?
Yes, Maurice!
Okay, stay with me, Maurice. I think you may have a split personality. But that's okay. That's okay. Actually, Martin's great. He's in love with me.
What? No. No, I'm not.
Hey!
What? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. You're fine. You're
Fine?
You're a nice person, but I'm not in love with you. Will you, Violet Black, will you make me, Martin Johansson, the happiest man in the world?
My right hand, but
I'm ambidextrous.
I'm flattered.
Good. Then it's settled.
Martin. Oh,
A rose for a rose.
thank you.
Thanks for inviting me over to your house, Beverly. It's
Oh,
really
no.
nice.
You like it, Rusty?
Yeah. I just bathed with ivory soap. It's 99% pure.
Oh, Rusty, that's really romantic.
I want you to know I bathed real good, Beverly, for you.
I have to say, when you walked through the door, I could smell a powdery freshness, like as if I was walking through a field of flowers.
And that 1% that wasn't pure, I rubbed that with some Clorox.
Amazing. It reminds me of being a child again.
Yeah? Tell me about your childhood.
Oh, Rusty. It's such a long time ago. But you know, I was raised by my grandparents.
What about your mother and your father?
Well, I never knew my father. Oh, my mother, as it turned out, was my sister all along. Or should I say, the woman I thought was my sister turned out to be my mother. And
That must have sent you into a psychological spin.
Oh, Rusty, it was horrible. I had to go into an institution for 3 years, off and on.
Beverly, I love you.
Rusty.
I know that I don't earn a lot of trust around here. I know that I killed a man. And I know that I paid my time. And I know that I'm ready to be rehabilitated. Do you think you could trust me, Beverly, and love me?
Rusty, have you ever heard of the Cold War?
No.
It's something we're going through right now.
What do you mean?
It's something to do with communists.
Communists?
Yes, and I just want you to know that if you hear anything in town about me, and anybody says anything about me being a communist, don't believe them.
I could never believe anything like that about you. This is the United States of America, and you're an American girl.
That's
and
right.
I love you, and me and you, we're gonna have the American dream. An all-American guy, an all-American girl, apple pie. We'll have a couple of kids. They'll run around playing hopscotch and baseball,
Rusty,
and they'll say,
stop.
"So's your old man."
Stop it, Rusty! Stop it! Oh no, those storms are coming again.
What's the matter, Beverly?
Rusty, my husband Glenn, he hasn't been dead that long. And I don't think I can do this.
Beverly, take a stiff drink and think better of it.
Oh, I'll just have to have this. Would you like one?
Yes.
It's what Glenn always drank.
Please.
My dead husband.
Have one also. Beverly, I promise you that I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life.
I believe you, Rusty.
Here's to America.
Oh.